How's it going, guys? My name is Slip, and today I'm going to show you how you can unlock the coveted pirate crown on the brand new Tides of Terror map on Sker Ritual. To unlock this mask, all you have to do is complete the hidden Easter egg on Nightmare and complete the hidden music Easter egg as well. Once you complete both of these tasks, you can use the red flame to exit from the map and you will unlock the pirate crown. But since Nightmare is the hardest difficulty on this game, I wanted to make a very concise and descriptive guide for anyone who's struggling to complete this map. So with all that being said, let's get straight into it. When you spawn into the map, you want to head over to this cannon and interact with it. From here, you just want to get as many points as physically possible and make your way through the map, and on your way, you want to grab this cannonball in the room with Speed Cola, and above that, you also want to open the door to the Maelstrom room. Now, you want to make your way to the west ship down into the basement and grab the rope, and from here, you can make your way back to the cannon and interact with it. I highly recommend getting the critical fire and the invincible and the firebomb miracle for this step, and just for the Easter egg in general, as they will help you out immensely. After getting a good train built, you can make your way into the circle and throw a firebomb at your feet to fill up all the souls and fire the cannon at the cave wall. Now you want to enter the cave and destroy all of the spores on the walls. Doing this will allow you to make your way to the vault door, and once you get to the door, you just want to interact with it, and from here, make your way to the left and interact with this metal door. Once you have the triple-edged sword quest, you can make your way into the pack-a-punch room and break the locks off of this map, and once you notice where the red X is marked on the map, you can go there and interact with the dig site to grab the key. Take this key into the room with Juggernog, and you can use it on this crate to unlock the Maelstrom Wonder Weapon. Here, I recommend buying Jug and buying the Maelstrom, as it's going to be very hard to go on from this point without them. Make your way to the bottom of the west ship, and what you're looking for are these red boxes with white X's on them. When you break them, there's a chance for a crank to be inside of them, and you're looking for 3 cranks. On every single floor of the ship, there is 2 boxes, and they're usually in the front and back of the ship. So once you have all 3 of your cranks, you can make your way up to the top of the deck, and you'll see an indicator to place your crank on a pole. Once you do that, make your way to the bridge that connects the 2 ships and shoot your Maelstrom at this flaming lighthouse off the edge of the map. This is the first step for the music Easter egg. Then you can make your way back to where the Syphon is and fill it up with souls, and then you just want to rinse and repeat the same process 2 more times, and then you can release the crab from this crate. From here, you just want to run around with your crab, and eventually he'll walk all the way into the rusty metal door that you interacted with earlier, and you can grab the bronze cutlass. Now you want to interact with the Kraken door, and 4 vents will start spewing out toxic smoke. Once you destroy all 4 of the vents, a bunch of zombies are going to spawn in, as well as spores on the walls. What you want to do is break all the spores on the walls, and eventually you'll see a yellow outline through them, and you can pick up your Kraken key. Use the key on the door, and you can now pick up the silver cutlass. Make your way to the top deck of the east ship and interact with the gold cutlass. Now you have to shoot the 4 Tesla coils in the order that they're electrocuted, and once all 4 of them are enabled, a code will appear on the pedestal. Now I'm going to quickly go over all the locations for the switches to type in your code. 1 is at the end of the Speed Cola hallway, 2 is right next to the Maelstrom wall by, 3 is across the room from Juggernog, 4 is across the room from Speed Cola, 5 is in the basement on that pillar, and 6 is in the hallway leading to the captain's quarters. Once you type in the code correctly, you'll have to fill up the golden cutlass with souls, and once you get your final soul, you can interact with the cutlass and make your way to the door to insert all 3 of your cutlasses before interacting with the golden cannonball. Now you have 50 seconds to run from the vault door through to the east ship and then through to the west ship and interacting with all 3 of these power switches. Then you go back to the vault door and grab your golden cannonball before going to the bridge in between the 2 ships and using your cannonball on the cannon. You then want to make your way down to where the cannonball exploded and take note of these 3 symbols on the ground. In my game, I got P, pants, and F. That's just what I call them. And once you have them memorized, interact with the symbol to spawn in the Lord of the Squids. He's a very easy boss, very easy to take out if you have like a tier 1 or 2 Maelstrom. And once he's defeated, you want to head to the vault door and type in the code from the floor, and once the door opens up, you will have successfully completed the main quest and you'll be ready to start the boss fight. But before we go into the boss fight, you want to look down at the floor and you'll notice a code. This will only pop up if you shot the lighthouse from earlier earlier, and usually it'll be a mixture of east and west, but in my case, my code was east 3, east 2, east 1. So you go to the east ship, and all of the masts have a different Roman numeral on them, and all you have to do is shoot the corresponding ones, and you will complete that step. If you miss or shoot one that isn't in the right order, just start the order over again from the first digit, and you should be able to complete it. Now we're ready for the main quest boss fight, so you want to make sure you have at least a tier 2 Maelstrom, and get a nice angle on the beak of Kraken, and just let loose. And eventually he will die and you will be ready to start the hidden Easter egg quest. Make your way out of the Sker caves and interact with this green fart, and now you have to deal damage to 3 demonic goats that spawn around the map. And if you're paying close attention when you start the quest, you'll see purple smoke clouds. That is where the goats spawn. So now I'm going to go over some of the locations that I know of, like this one next to Juggernog, this one outside the map on the west ship, this one on top of the canoe in the west ship, and this one outside where you picked up the bronze cutlass. As soon as you take out the 3rd goat, make your way to the captain's quarters and get about 5 to 10 souls in front of this compass, and then you just want to interact with it. What you're trying to do is turn off all the lights, so use trial and error to figure out which is the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd light, and once all of them are turned off, you want to make your way down into the spawn room and interact with this blue orb. Doing so will spawn in 2 squid lords and 2 abominations, and once you take out both the squid lords, you will be done with that step. Now you have to shoot 5 blue symbols around the map. The first one is on the mast in the east ship, the second one is on that rock outside the map from the east ship, the 3rd one is on that mast on the west ship, the 4th one is outside the map but it's very finicky, so shoot around to the left of it and you'll eventually hit it, and the final one is up on that rock and spawn. If you take too long to shoot all the symbols, the step will reset, and if it does, just go back to the mast on the east ship and do it all over again. Once you complete it though, you can interact with the blue fart in the spawn room, and doing so will cause 2 Rat King abominations, a Squid Lord, and Canwyll Corph to spawn in. This is a pretty difficult fight, but honestly, if you have an upgraded Maelstrom, nothing is very difficult. So after you take them out, lure a Squid Lord into the east ship and kill him in front of this Cthulu symbol on the wall. Doing so will make it turn red, and keep in mind that you have to kill a natural Squid Lord for this to work. Make your way to spawn, and in the place of the blue fart will be the blue crab from earlier on. And after escorting it, it'll make its way across the entire map and stop at a few spots, but eventually it'll end up in the boss room. Once you're ready, you can make your way inside the boss room and very carefully take out the Kraken. Again, aim for its beak as it's its crit spot, and once you take care of it, you will have successfully completed the hidden quest. But now, to finish up the music Easter egg, you want to kill a Squid Lord in front of the Cthulu symbol on this wall in the west ship to make it turn red. Now, onto the final step of the music Easter egg, we are looking for music notes. So, one of them can spawn on this broken mast on the west ship, one of them spawns in the captain's quarters, one of them can spawn downstairs on this wall in the lower east ship, one of them can spawn on this rock in Sker Beach, another one can spawn on this rock in Sker Beach, and a 3rd one can spawn on this rock in Sker Beach. One can spawn next to Electric Cherry, one can spawn outside this door by the Sker Cave, one can spawn on this wall next to Pack-a-Punch, and one can spawn on this beam next to the vault door. Once you use your voice line button on at least 4 of these music notes, you can make your way to the bottom of the west ship and interact with the Jukebox to finish the music Easter egg. Now be careful because you will get ambushed as soon as the song starts by an abomination and some dogs, but now you are free to finally leave the level through this red fart, and congratulations, you have successfully unlocked the Pirate Crown. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you found it useful or informative, leave a like on the video as well as subscribe to my channel, because every single day I'm going to be making new Sker Ritual and Zombies content.